Maid of honor. I've never been in a wedding. I've been to very few weddings. So when Melissa pretty much told me you have to make a speech, I don't know if I was all that excited about it. Didn't really know what to do with it, and thought about the different ways I could go. So I thought about I could do a little, bit of embarrassing the couple, a little bit of a roast, which I'm sure would, put me in Melissa's good graces afterwards. I could tell a personal story about the couple. I could give you some cliches on love. And so, instead of choosing one, I think I decided to go with the love story. So, not looking like a short speech yet, is it? But, Melissa is my sister, so I can't tell you the story about when we met, and to tell you all the stories about Melissa that growing up would be too long. But I can tell you the story about when they first met, because I was there. They met out at night at Brother Jimmy's. Already a little bit embarrassing for both of them. Because for those of you who don't know, Brother Jimmy's is a bar where everything on the menu is fried. They serve cocktails and a fishbowl with straws. And the beer of choice is PBR, otherwise known as Pabst Blue Ribbon. Very delicious, but very, very cheap. Excelente. Excelente. Very cheap, though. Very cheap. So that's Brother Jimmy's. That's where they met. I guess that's a little embarrassing. But the very next day, after they met, I saw Chris. And Chris told me, and Chris is probably not going to admit this, or maybe will, pretend not to remember, but he told me the very next day, I'm in love with your sister. And I just got, I know. It happened. And I just kind of laughed because they had done that the night before. They just had spent, an hour talking to the bar and at Brother Jimmy's nonetheless, so I thought it was a little funny. And Chris said, I'm going to call her right now and ask her to hang out. Again, I laughed because it was a little odd that he was going to call her straight away and ask her to hang out, and I kind of knew what the answer was going to be. And sure enough, he calls Melissa, and Chris tells me, well, she can't hang out because she has to work. Mind you, this is Sunday. Melissa has a very good job. She's very successful, but her job does not require her to work on weekends. So I knew for sure that this was not the truth. So I laughed, not telling Chris that clearly she was not working, and I went home. I was living with her at the time, and said, I see you blew up Chris. I see you didn't want to go out with him. And, it wasn't that she didn't like Chris. I think it was just, they had just met the night before, and she got nervous and didn't want to hang out that day. Right? That's why? Okay. But we all know that the story doesn't end there. They went on to date, and, they went on to fall in love. Chris made it a joke the next day, but we know eventually they did fall in love. That was very serious. And luckily for us, they went on some vacations while they were dating. Newport, Rhode Island, Puerto Rico, and one vacation brought them to the Dominican Republic. And that's sort of how you all ended up here. So we should be pretty happy that they vacationed here last year, not looking for a wedding destination, but instead just on a vacation. And then last February, Chris proposed to my sister. And when he asked, she said yes. She didn't have to think about it, and since that day, they have never been more certain about anything. And if you know my sister, she's not the coolest cucumber. You wouldn't expect her to be this calm to speak. She's a bit of a control, I don't want to say control freak, but, okay, control freak. So it's not the easiest to deal with planning a wedding, but this week, she's been absolutely calm. And I think that's a credit to their love and how certain they are going into this. And it's also a credit to you because you've been keeping their cocktails, filled and, just good company, we'll say. But this has obviously been a very great week. And now on to love cliches. Didn't forget about them. Because Melissa and Chris are clearly a pair where you could say opposites attract. They are very, very different. Where Melissa is a bit of a control freak, we've adopted that now. Chris is as laid back as one can be. So it's truly a case of opposites attract. They're both wonderful, wonderful people, Neither one of them is perfect, as no one is, but they're perfect for each other. And they have the kind of love that I think everyone should aspire to have. And if you already have it, you're lucky that you already have it. It's the kind of love I aspire to have. So, Melissa and Chris, congratulations. And if everyone will lift their glasses, we just want to toast to them one more time. Congratulations.
I don't have any battery left on this thing.
Okay, turn it off. You're done. What are you recording? Did you record